All right, race fans, for the final time of the 2016 racing season, everybody up on your feet, cheer on the non-wing 600s. Here they come through turns 1 and 2. They get the one to go signal. Make some noise, show your appreciation for the drivers' efforts tonight. What do you say, Fort Wayne, Indiana? Green out. Josh Ross jumps in the lead, but we got a caution, caution, caution.
Here we go. We'll try it again. Josh Ross in 34, Larry Joe Schroff in 21. The final race of the Rumble. Let's reboot, try it again. Mike Fedorchak, Clay Sanders, Brian Booz, Jason Ormsby were green. The orange car side by side to one. Schroff, oh, Fedorchak gets run into by Brian Booz, yellow again. Saw Larry Joe Schroff clearly lift and let Josh Ross have the lead going into turn 1. We get ready to run down the final event of the year. Josh Ross, Larry Joe Schroff, Mike Fedorchak, we're finally green. Spin, trouble in turn number 1. Somebody had a big problem. Somebody had something break and put fluid all over the track. And looks like it's coming from the 24 of Lasecki. Lasecki pouring fluid all over the racetrack in the 24 car. I get more tweets on races that I've never heard of, but won by guys I've never seen before than Brian's on top of it. Problem for Kim Hughes as we come back to green. Kim Hughes in the 6 car, stopping outside turn number 1, yellow flag back out. Kim Hughes in the 6 puts us back under yellow. Couldn't quite make it back to the pit area, has some problem with the 6 machine. Larry Joe Schroff 21, Mike Fedorchak in 9, Clay Sanders 21, Jason Ormsby 51. We're back to green. Josh Ross, Larry Joe Schroff, Mike Fedorchak the top 3. Top 7 running single file back to Alexis Adgate. Then a little gap back to Mike Landis, who runs in 8th. Larry Joe Schroff trying to get around his team car, the 34 of Josh Ross. Fedorchak back in 3rd. Schroff putting the pressure on Ross up front. Still Ross with the lead, back to turn number 3 and 4. Traffic ahead, the 2 of Colin Parker. Around the lap car goes Ross and Schroff. Fedorchak losing contact with the leaders, back in 3rd place. Then Clay Sanders, John Ormsby, and Chris Miller. Ormsby out of shape, gonna cost him a spot. Chris Miller picks up 5th around Jason Ormsby. Now Josh Ross and more lap traffic. Around the 26 of Jorgen Montel. Works the 38 of Austin Kramer. Mike Fedorchak now working the lap traffic as well and closing a bit on the race leaders. Ross pitches it a bit sideways that time through 3 and 4. Fedorchak right up to the rear bumper of the leaders. Ross, Sanders, Fedorchak now is there. Fedorchak with a late rally up to the leaders. Josh Ross, Larry Sanders. Will Larry Joe put a bumper to his own teammate? We'll see. Clay Sanders still runs in 4th. Chris Miller, Jason Ormsby have a battle back in the 5th place. That got a little physical as Ormsby got into the back. Out up front, Ross runs over the left car. Yellow flag out. Josh Ross tangles with the lap car of Jordan Burgess. And a yellow out. We'll see how that's ruled by the officials. It's Josh Ross. He's from Fort Wayne as well. The green's back out. We're racing. Ross, Schroff, Fedorchik, Sanders, Miller, and Ormsby, the top 6. Then Adgate, Landis, and Myers. Unofficially working lap number 19. Josh Ross still the light race leader. Ross pulling away from Larry Joe. Fedorchik sits back in third, ready to strike. Inside of 10 laps to go for Josh Ross in car number 34. Back into traffic, the 11 of Burgess, the 2 of Colin Parker. Ross cleanly around the inside, as is Schroff, as is Fedorchik. Fight heats up again back in 5th place. Jason Ormsby trying to drive around the 15 of Chris Miller. Ormsby to the outside of Miller, gets around Miller and goes for Sanders. Lap car ahead for Ormsby. Now Miller bounces into Sanders. 5 laps to go, and Ormsby loses fire down the front backstretch. Yellow flag out. Jason Ormsby had hopped to the outside and was making things happen. Ran into a slower car and looks like killed the engine on the 51. Sanders 4th, Miller 5th, Alexis Adgate now 6th. Mike Landis 7th, Steve Myers 8th, Jason Ormsby 9th. Problem for Jordan Burgess, will go back to yellow. Burgess had lost fire, gets it running again just as the yellow comes out. And now Burgess might be parking it in the infield. And now Burgess going to try again. Still 4 to go. Ross, Schroff, Fedorchik, Sanders, Miller, green flag out. Ross on the brake, gets away. Josh Ross 3 laps away from a Rumble win. Larry Joe Sanders. Mike Fedorchik 2nd and 3rd. Josh Ross trying to put his name on the Rumble record books. Larry Joe Schroff still 2nd. Fedorchik 3rd. Spin over in turn 4. It's Steve Myers. Josh Ross has to be saying to himself, guys, you're killing me. I don't know how many of these restarts I got left in me. Josh Ross, Larry Joe Schroff. Mike Fedorchik hanging back, maybe trying to get a run on the leaders. Didn't work. They win early. This time, Schroff stays with Ross on the restart. Off turn 4, 1 lap to go for Josh Ross. Down the backstretch at turn number 3 and 4. The Rumble non-wing 600 goes to Fort Wayne's Josh Ross. Josh Ross wins the non-wing 600. Larry Joe Schroff 2nd, Mike Fedorchik 3rd. Clay Sanders 4th, Chris Miller 5th, and Alexis Adgate comes home 6th place. For Mike Fedorchik, a track record and a 3rd place finish. For Larry Joe Schroff, a win last night, a 2nd place tonight, but his team car is the one that parks it in victory lane. Out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, got tabbed to fill in on this car this weekend. Larry Schroff, the car owner. It's the Schroff's Garage, MaximumDirt.com, more than gymnastics, CNR racing machine. For Josh Ross, fans on your way out, drive safe. It is New Year's Eve.